Ryan. I am a second-year graduate student in the Writing, Literature, and Publishing program at Emerson. I got an undergrad degree in English after being undeclared for several years and not really knowing what I wanted to do. I ended up kind of falling into an internship in San Francisco. Started writing for them, decided that I liked it, figured out I'm not too good at it yet, and I wanted to go back to school to really make sure I could do a good job. I wanted a little bit more formal training. It's a great opportunity to just sort of focus on what you want to do.
Right, very good, Paul.
When I visited her after the operation, she looked bad.
Yeah, again, not an action verb.
When you get into the publishing program, there's the book publishing overview and magazine publishing overview, and I think there's now a requirement for an electronic publishing overview, and you kind of fall in love with each type of I was in book publishing and thought, wow, this is the greatest, and magazine publishing, and I was like, this is what I've always wanted to do. For me, it's mostly online publishing. When Bill Scantleberry, who inherited the bakery from his father, who inherited from his father, finally emerges from the kitchen with a cookie sheet overflowing with donuts. The smile. They keep the class sizes very small. I don't think I've really been in a class with more than probably 15 people in it. You get a chance to know all your professors. They all have a lot of experience in whatever they do, and they're very, very different depending on what field they come from. You'll take a class from a writing professor, they'll have, 4 or 5 books out, and they'll all be very good, and that's a very different class than you'll take for electronic publishing, where you're learning how to write HTML and CSS. The Weekly Dig they're a Boston-based alternative weekly paper. They focus on nightlife and entertainment and kind of what's going on around the city. I write about movies for the Dig most of the time, although I just started writing a weekly indie game, independent developer video game article for them, which is on their new website. So I'm happy to be writing about games again because I know a little bit more about those, and I get to kind of have some freedom to pick whatever I want to write about.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I think I've become a better writer through this program. The big thing that I've gained is I've gained a lot of skills that I would not have gotten if I just continued being an associate editor or moving up to an editor position. I've kind of gotten into content strategy, which is sort of a combination editor, air traffic controller for a website. It's a person who organizes the workflow for online publications. So ideally, I'd like to be put in charge of a website somewhere. I'm just excited about where online publishing is going. I think it's a great time to be doing it because nobody's exactly sure how to do it yet. They haven't figured out the best way to do it. That is sort of scary, but it's also means that there's a lot of opportunity out there, and hopefully I'll be the guy who does figure out how to do it.